Let's make sure we... There we go. Alright, we were... Yeah, this. Not do that. Okay. Mm.
I'll give my all!
Mm. All right.
I've another report, Lord Marshal. The Wind Vestal and 3 others have been sighted leaving that enormous vessel. They've already fought their way through Frost Peak Passage and are now approaching the city!
Have we received word from the forces deployed to the various lands?
I'm afraid there has been no reply from any quarter.
Then there is no hope of reinforcements.
Shut the valve for the white magic cables.
Surely you don't mean that, Lord Marshal.
It could very well have a serious impact on those receiving treatment in the city.
There is naught else to do. Should the tower be destroyed, the linked cables place the Earth crystal in jeopardy. Order all defensive units to intercept the Wind Vestal at the 3 passages from the city.
Yes, your lordship.
All right. So I'm gonna save. But welcome in. Thank you for the alert.
So, Idea, this is the land of your birth.
It is.
Then how about a rundown of the popular date spots? I'll escort you to whichever you wish.
Actually, I'd rather not. This city is unlike any I have seen before. It is a curious town indeed. Yet I hadn't noticed till I'd been away for some time.
Idea, what are those stretching toward the city from up on that cliff over there?
Those are the white magic cables. Within them flow energy waves that amplify the effect of white magic. The cables stretch between healing towers throughout the city, allowing patients to receive the latest treatments.
Okay, so they got power lines running from the Earth Crystal to the city that amplify the powers of healing magic. Which is why this place is called the Land of Immortality. Because healing magic is stronger in this area. It's one of the reasons, anyway.
That is why few in this land die of illness or disease. The people live in good health everlasting.
Appearances would indicate otherwise.
Waves that amplify the effect of white magic. Is such a thing truly produced here in this land? Well, the more precise term would be extracted rather than produced. Before I left Eternia, I was thankful for their beneficence. I harbored not a doubt in my mind. But now... Idea, from where does this cable... Idea? I thought that might be you! It's been ages! We were classmates at the Officers' Academy! Oh, I was worried when I heard you'd been assigned to the Sky Knights. What a relief to see you safe and sound. Oh, and I heard about your mother, too. My mother? Has something happened to her? Nobody told you? She was recently admitted to the Central Healing Tower. The Central Healing Tower? What happened? You really have no idea, do you? Well, you'd better go pay her a visit then.
Alright, we're gonna go see Adia's mom. But first, what you got? The Aga spells. I'm going to want all of these. I don't think I can use any of them yet, but I want them. We're also going to want this stuff. What are you doing, girl? You found a piece of paper? Yeah. I just found a paper bag. She wants to mess with. Okay. You find out where the money for this girl's treatment comes from later. And then you feel bad. Because it says, used to.
She's right this way.
Mother!
Why, Adia, when did you return?
Never mind that. Are you all right?
Of course I am. You mustn't trust everything you hear. And I've been feeling quite a bit better since I came here.
Yes, but...
Well, aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, about that. You see...
I am Adia's mother, Mazer Lee. Thank you for looking after my daughter.
If you'll notice, her name is a pun. Mazer Lee, Motherly. Adia's name is also a pun. Ideally, ideally. And her dad's name is also a pun.
So, you are the Wind Vestal?
Mother, how could you possibly know that?
I am the Grand Marshal's wife, after all. I hear much to which others are not privy. And I am particularly well informed about the Wind Vestal's traveling companions. Sir Alternus provides me with the latest news.
Good old Alternus Stem.
Alternus. I wish he'd mind his own business. But he knows. Oh no, we'd better get out of here.
Oh, relax. I won't report you. After all, it's not that often that I get to see my darling daughter.
Mother.
My, you look almost grown up now, Adia. And to think you were such a spoiled little thing when you left.
Mother, you're embarrassing me.
Is she going to start bringing out baby pictures?
Don't listen to her, milady. We'd love an in-depth look into Idia's childhood.
What a wonderful friend you've made.
To be in your daughter's company, the pleasure has been all mine.
You stay out of this, Ring-a-Bell.
How wonderful to see you so full of vim and vigor.
I'm sorry if I worried you, Mother.
If that is truly so, then there is one thing you could tell me. Why did you defy your father so? You must have a good reason, I'm sure.
The world. It is being consumed in darkness. Many have already suffered greatly as the shadow envelops the world. Tis here counts among them, and the suffering and sorrow will only multiply if we fail to stop it. Agnes has been risking life and limb in her quest to rid the world of this darkness. Yet my former comrades in the Knights of the Eternian Sky sought to capture and even kill her. And it's not only the Sky Knights. The military forces, agencies, and consuls Eternia has dispatched throughout the lands, they've done nothing but cause pain and suffering, and taken many upon many lives. I used to believe anti-crystalism was the true way, but I know now that is not so. After traveling the world, there is so much I've seen for the first time. I've taken in all I've seen and all I've learned. And there, deep in my heart, I've come to know what is black and what is white. That is why I am here now with my dear comrades and friends.
So you have come to do battle with your own father and the Eternian forces?
No, you don't understand. We haven't come seeking battle. We've come to awaken the Earth Crystal.
Awaken it?
Yes. But then I received word that you were ill and receiving treatment. Now I don't know if I should.
There's no need for that.
No need? Mother, what do you mean?
There's no need to worry about me.
It's time for your examination.
Forgive me, but this is where we must say goodbye. Please, do look after my daughter.
Mother! Idia, the white magic cables extend to that medical tower as well. I wonder to where they all lead. To the Earth Crystal. What's this? Eternia has advanced its medical arts by extracting the crystal's energy. My mother once suffered from a debilitating disease. That she could speak with such vigor today is due to the Earth Crystal. But how could such a thing be possible? Even Vestals are incapable of extracting power directly from the crystals. It seems Eternian scholars long studied how to extract such power, and finally succeeded. But I know no more than that.
Wait. What would become of the central medical tower if we were to awaken the Earth Crystal? What of your mother, Adia? And the many others receiving treatment there? If the power provided by that cable were to suddenly cease, the people that depend on it to survive, they might all...
As a Vestal, I can only say that this white magic cable is a desecration upon the Earth Crystal, and yet...
There are people whose lives depend on it?
But only the Eternians benefit. I mean, not awakening the Earth Crystal is like... It's like abandoning the rest of the world to suffer darkness. It's not
Oh, Airy. Killing you will be fun.
She's right. The peace and tranquility that Eternia enjoys is built upon the tears of others the world over. And I shall not stand for it. That's why I'm here with you. And that's why you must awaken the Earth Crystal, Agnes. Agnes! All right, then. I'm glad you understand. Now, to reach Everlast Tower, we must make our way through Eternian Central Command. There are 3 passages leading there from here in the city. We must pass through one of them. But be warned. My father has no doubt deployed an ironclad defense.
Okay, so we get one of 3 paths to choose from. We're probably going to take the long route because I think there was a extra scene on that one. Agility boosting knife is nice. And we'll probably want both of these, but not equipped at the same time. And let's get a full heal. Now... Alright. We have our choices. And yes, that is a dragon. We're going to go this way. It is the long route, but the one with the least bosses on it. Well, that was not great. So the shortest path with the hardest bosses is that way. There's a medium path off to the left, where I think you have to fight the dragon. And then there's the long path, with no bosses, but a lot of regular enemies. Here we go. Central Passage is the shortest, but the enemies there are all nightmares. The Western Passage is longer, but the enemies aren't as tough. East Passage, the one we're going to, doesn't have very strong guards, but it's very long. This is not great. I may be underleveled. Not so much the character level, the job levels. Now that spot over there. Can we go in here yet? Alright. The Vampire Castle, which we will be coming back
A
to.
castle made of ice? There's but one word that comes to mind. Imposing.
Yes, the entire castle is carved out of ice.
What is this place? Castle Frost Coffin. It's been abandoned for 2,000 years.
Not exactly.
The people of this land call it Vampire Castle, and fear to tread anywhere near it.
Vampire Castle? Sounds like an adventure. What are we waiting for?
The door won't budge. It seems the way is barred.
They say this door suddenly appeared one day amid a fierce blizzard, but it has been shut tight ever since. Let's move on. Our quest lies with the Earth Crystal.
Yep. Alright, let's fight this dragon. For a dragon zombie. Which means...
Don't blink.
Ah, hello. Alright. I think it only gets to do that once, though.
Time to settle this!
Oh, hello. Yes, a dragon zombie. We're healing it to death, basically. It's already resurrected itself once. I think it only gets to do that once per battle. It's also immune to lightning, earth, and water. Alright, we can use the high-level dark, or high-level white magics now. Oh. Now, we could take like 2 steps forward, trigger the cutscene, or go back and fight the stuff in the middle. Weak to earth. Okay. Save here. This is Eternia, by the way. Idia's hometown. We've met her mother, who was at the healing magic hospital that has white magic cables. See these big cables running up here that come from the earth crystal that amplify healing magic. Oh, she's gone. There was also a little girl here receiving treatment who had been having someone pay for her money, or pay the money for her treatments. We will find out where that money came from later, but they say used to send money, so we'll feel bad later. Yeah, that's Adia's mom. But do you remember Sigma Kent? Sigma Kent. This guy. He was the mercenary that showed up in the desert area with all the other boss fights until they ran out of money. And he would just help them with their boss fight until they ran out of money. He was sending money to the little girl here to pay for her treatments. Because it's his daughter. He was the spell fencer guy. Magic swordsman. I mean, yes. Also, if you'll notice, we're only about halfway through the bosses. And we're in Chapter 4, about to awaken the final crystal. Adia's mother's name is also a pun. Motherly. Just like Adia's name is ideally. And her dad's name is also a pun. Bravely. Now, the dragon boss was the mid-rank strength path we could have taken. This thing in the middle is the strong one. Weak to lightning. That's actually good for us. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah. This game is long. And it makes callbacks a lot. And full disclosure, we're only about a third of the way through the game, even though we're about to awaken the last crystal. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we don't go the middle path. I said we were close to the last crystal. I did not say we were close to ending. We're close to being able to get to one of the endings. The bad ending. Yeah. So, after awakening the Earth Crystal, we can go ahead and get to one of the one of the endings, which is the bad ending, which is the easier one to get to. And then the good ending requires you to play the rest of the game. Yeah. This game is like 90 to 100 hours playing it normally without grinding. We are 35 hours in. So we're not going to do the middle path. We're going to go this way. Ads. Okay. Good old demon train.
What is this place, Adia?
All right, ads in 8 seconds.
A very good question. I never knew there was such a village on the Eastern Passages byway.
Marza, is that you?
Oh goody, someone who knows Adia's mom.
Huh?
I am mistaken. You are much too young, though there is a resemblance. Might I have your name, young one?
Adia.
Of course. That explains the resemblance. This is the birthplace of the Lord Marshal and his wife, the Lady Marza.
What's this? I'd never heard of such a place before.
Why are there so many graves?
So you know naught of the Great Plague? Well, Perhaps it is best that way.
So, yeah. Now we find out why they got so focused on researching white magic. Goat. Uh.
Yes, perhaps. What is it?
Hello. We have found the village that is the birthplace of Brave Lee and Mazerly, Adia's parents. And it's just all graves.
Adia, your mother and father were born right here in this village. Though they were 5 years apart, they were quite close, you know. They lived near each other, and their families got along quite well. It was as if they were brother and sister. At age 18, your father left to enter an elite school in the city of Eternia. He was the great hope of the village, you know. And he did all in his power not to disappoint. He eventually graduated at the head of his class and made a name for himself in the city. The pride and joy of our village he was. It was 21 years ago when your father asked for your mother's hand in marriage. She just 19, and he but 24. So it was they began a new life together in this city of Eternia. It was the following year that the Great Plague struck our village, wiping out most of the residents. Yes, perhaps. What is it?
What about the Great
Yes,
Plague?
the Great Plague. 20 years have passed since it first struck. A sickness that began in eastern lands soon spread, wreaking havoc across the world ere it reached our land. It struck the year after your parents were wed and moved to the city, you know. Once the plague took root in Gravemark Village, all roads out of the village were closed. It was on orders from the head temple of the Crystal Orthodoxy, ruler of this land at the time.
So the church decided to close off the village entirely and give up on them instead of trying to treat them. Which is why Brave is against the crystal temples. Because, you know, they basically left his village to die.
But I still believe they made the right choice. After all, the city of Eternia was spared the Great Plague's devastation. Millions upon millions across the world lost their lives in a matter of months ere the plague subsided. And I have been tending the graves ever since. Your parents paid us a visit upon the road's reopening, you know. They seemed truly sorry that their hometown had to be forsaken for the good of the city.
Alright, we will stay the
You
night
may
to
stay.
heal. Now, as far as classes we still need to get, it is Victor and Victorious classes that they're good. They're not good on their own. They have to be paired with something else to be good. There's Brave's class, and then there's Alternus's class. And then there's 2 others. And we've met one of the people that we're going to get the class from, but we don't get that class just yet. The other person, we've been to their house, but we haven't met them. Oh goody, Mandragoras. Heal. Palm Arm. Promethean Fire. Yeah, Nothing Ventured is great, because every time they get hit by a physical attack, they just counterattack. It's nice. Alright, we are level 10 Summoner. We can change that to something else now. Level 10 summoning is the ability to summon Susanoo. We still have to find Susanoo. But yes. So we're going to switch back to Black Mage on him to get the next level of Black Magic. And we'll switch our secondary thing to summoning. Yes. One of the classes we're going to get is from this place. But we can't get it yet. This is the Vampire Castle. And if you'll notice, there's 6 little indents on the door. And I know I pointed out there were 6 little statue things on the world map. Each one of these corresponds to one of those statues where we have to fight a dragon. Because we got to go on a big, long, hunt down 6 dragons quest in order to unlock this class. And it is a good class. I will say that. It's Vampire, which is this game's equivalent of Blue Mage, with the ability to revive themselves when they go down, the ability to drain health from enemies as a physical attack, and the ability to use enemy moves. Among other things. So Blue Mage is a Final Fantasy staple. It is a mage whose main ability is using the monsters' techniques. And it usually learns them by getting hit by them first. Though in a couple of them require it to eat them. So if you've ever played Final Fantasy VIII, the instructor Quistis is the Blue Mage in that one. If you play Final Fantasy IX, it's Kina, the big pink tongue monster that eats frogs. I have been put in a dress. Okay. Welcome in. Oh, if you played, game is good. We are about to awaken the fourth and final elemental crystal. So we're about a third of the way through the game. Yeah, if you play Final Fantasy X, Kamari, the big cat man, he's the Blue Mage in that one. Yep. All of the summons in this are kind of like a blend of modern technology and a mythological creature. The wind summon is a pro jet. The earth summon is a big old scorpion with a talon on its back. The water summon is just a lady. Yeah. So we're not fighting the Guardian. Especially not on, you know, this difficulty. I'd have to set up my party specifically to counter that thing.
It was here that I was raised. I feel as if I haven't been back in ages.
All right.
But it hasn't truly been so very long.
Yeah.
They say home is where the heart is. But all I feel is... loneliness?
Oh, spare me your sickly sweet nostalgia. I mean, we're going to kill you anyway, so...
All right. These two. Back to round 2.
You're the one who slew Olivia!
I bid you, Victoria, unleash your full power. Spare nothing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. The kid gloves are coming right off! Why did you kill Olivia? Why? Let me think. I suppose you could chalk it up to me and my bad years.
Yes?
Don't look at me like that. I mean, a crystal vestal? Ha! You're no match for me. And that goes for those fools you're with, too. You stumpy little brat! Stumpy little... Did you hear that, Victor?
Tia! How dare you hurl such heinous language at Victoria! I care not if you are the Grand Marshal's daughter. I'll not rest until you lie dead at Victoria's feet!
Fine. Then I'll not rest until that foul-mouthed girl falls head over heels for me.
Why, ring a bell? Why?
I'll have you know I'm in top form today. Now you'll see just how helpless you are before me. Go ahead and try and escape. I'm going to toy with you like a cat before I really sink my teeth into you. Not talking so big now, are you? I grow bored with this. Better say your prayers. This ends...
Oh, her issue was happening.
It's happening again. Victoria!
Victor, I can't... Please!
Alas, you have grown more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once.
Hey, wait!
Now we have to chase them down. And then we can kill them. So Victoria was deathly ill when she was younger. Victor healed her, but it caused issues. So now she has episodes every now and then where she can't breathe.
Where did they go?
And she's got to get treated.
Victor spoke of getting treatment. The closest place around here for that would be... the room to the right!
And then if you ever played Bravely Second, this is the room you'll be in when you wake up.
What? This...
Look!
Yes, she gets put into a big Saiyan healing pod. And yes, it does look like a
Silence,
healing
please.
heart thing.
She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
Victor S. Court? What is the meaning of this? Who or what exactly is that child?
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may.
He is telling the story specifically to buy time so she can heal.
In other words, you're stalling for time. Time enough to replenish Victoria's power.
No, that is not my intention. This treatment is merely a bid to save her life. Now, about that story. In truth, it is a tale of the not too distant. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria. Abandoned by physicians and all around her, she simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. But hearing her voiceless pleas, the Lord Marshal took her in his arms and brought her back to Eternia.
My father did that?
Yeah.
Were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out. I am sure you are well aware, Adia, but science and medicine in our land have advanced greatly with the use of white magic. I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her. And yet my treatments were still experimental, incomplete. She survived, but ill effects linger. Side effects graver still than her original condition. Fits like that you witness strike periodically, and their frequency increases with each day.
She survived, but she gets super pain seizures and can't breathe for a while.
Violent turns of mood soon stripped her of any semblance of self-control.
He's also responsible for, her murder tendencies.
Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did? But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die. She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
What nonsense. I mean, really, Victor. That was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self. But I don't
Yeah.
think I could take another one of those fits.
You always attack while the villain is monologuing. It's just good practice.
Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all.
And this is the actual boss fight where we can kill them.
To think you'd just stand around twiddling your thumbs when you had a second chance to finish me. But that just proves you're the fools I knew you were.
Victoria!
Don't blame me. You're the ones who just dug their own graves.
Actually, medication, inoculate, remedy, Let's go ahead and do that on you. You examine Victoria. You Utsasemi. You piercing bolt Victor, please. Either one is acceptable as the first kill.
No holding back.
Victoria is dangerous because she has Doom, which is just a straight, you have that many turns until you die. And Victor is dangerous because, oh my goodness, all of the support abilities.
You end here!
Victoria does a ton of damage when she does damage. Victor can just completely nullify your ability to do damage at all. Alright, and this is important. You see that we are both poisoned. We have two characters that are poisoned, yes? Victoria's class is very focused on status effects, and burning those status effects to deal ridiculous amounts of damage. So yeah, we were poisoned. She used Exterminate. It did almost 3,000 damage to everybody that was poisoned. She can make that so much worse, because the more status effects you have, the more damage that does. Yep. That thing he just did? All element damage up. So again, he is very good class-wise as something you would pair with a magic user.
You, a mere vestal, dare hinder my every move.
But I cannot forgive what you've done! You stole the life of a dear friend from me!
Vengeance? I can relate to that. I've no interest in the Grand Marshal's fancy ideas. But we do agree on one thing. The need to crush the orthodoxy. Total annihilation would be too easy on them. They'll all pay for what they did to me.
We'll do a Pantheon's Wrath. Victor is weak to dark. I mean, we can try. We can do this, though. That gets rid of her buffs.
Divine Glow!
Yep, the Choo-Choo Dragon, and we get it for free when he dies. Now I forget, did it say blocked or missed when he did silence? Guard. Okay, so he's immune. Is he immune to poison? Alright, he is not immune to poison.
Don't fall for me now. Alright, he has been poisoned. Now, if I remember correctly, that also means
Her ability should hit him now. Yep. Alright, so we have lost. Which means we need to focus on getting him poisoned as early in the fight as we can. Yep.
What? In other words...
Alright. So... we're going to inoculate with an antidote. Ring a bell. You're going to before swine. You're going to Utsasemi. You are going to poison. Inoculate with an antidote. Idea! You go ahead and examine them. I mean, we can try.
I'll give my all!
And last inoculate, ring a bell. Alright, we're going to try to hit Victoria with poison, and if it says guard, she's immune. If it doesn't, we can try to poison her. Alright, they're both poisoned, so if she uses Exterminate, it's going to hit them.
my every move.
Your early years may be tragic indeed, but I cannot forgive what you've done!
Yep.
You stole the life of a dear friend from me!
Vengeance? I can relate to that. I've no interest in the Grand Marshal's fancy ideas. But we do agree on one thing. The need to crush the orthodoxy. Total annihilation would be too easy on them. They'll all pay for what they did to me.
Yeah, Victoria's class is Arcanist, which raises the success rate of all status effects, and then has a bunch of other neat stuff related to status effects.
Let's end this quick.
Let's summon Hrolsvigr. And do a thunder. Poison lasts until you die. Or cure it. Exactly. Her strongest move now hits her team. It's great. I mean, she could use Dark, and she can still hit us fairly hard, but she's hitting herself just as hard. Widen area. Antidote. Yes. Yep, because he's weak to Dark, and all of her attacks are Dark element. Yeah. I mean, she can still hit fairly hard, but it is nowhere near as big of a problem now. Yep. I mean, it fits his personality to make her stronger at a detriment to himself. So, nothing ventured, and before swine, and attack. If you've got both of those, Nothing Ventured and Before Swine up, you counter any direct attack. It's basically anything but a status effect. Ah! She hit herself, and not us that time, because the antidote got off. We could do Breaking Wave. Yeah, a little bit. And we haven't even gotten to the real cheese strategies yet.
This decides it. You end here.
Alright, he should have about 5,000 HP left. And he just healed some. That ended his heal. And Victor is down.
Victoria. Fool! I didn't say you could die before me.
I'll save that until I resurrect Anyas. Let's experiment. Pullman Shard. Oh wait, no. Compound a Fulman Shard with a Fulman Shard and use it on them. So I want to hold out for Holy Weapon. Draining away some of her MP. I can do that.
Divine Glow!
Alright, she only has 4,000 HP left. And the child is dead.
Possibly go on without Victor. Not that I was that fond of him, but I did need his treatments. It's better this way. Now I can finally die. Finally.
Now, get used to seeing 999 JP. All right. We have the Arcanist. Unleashes awesome power by combining with black magic. Highest magical attack. Specialty, absorb magical damage. And then Victor's class. The Spirit Master. You can just grant immunity to all elements. We're lucky he didn't use that on us. Alright, you have to be level 11 to get Black Magic. Level 5. I guess we'll keep you there. Yeah, Tiz will probably switch to Spirit Master. Here's the thing, I kind of want to keep salve maker abilities on, because, they're really good. Alright, once we get through here... yeah, probably. He'll probably get the Arcanist. Yeah, again, we need to wait until he gets to Black Mage level 11 to get the next level of Black Mage stuff. If we wait until 12, he can get Pierce Magic Defense. Which is just ignore magic defense. Yeah, Arcanist. Recover HP equal to 25% of the damage taken from magic attacks. Not triggered by poison. 0. Raise the damage of magic attacks by 1.5 times when the last digit of your current MP is 0. Internment. Deal high dark damage to all enemies. Max Black Magic. MP cost of magic. Black Magic doubles, but also does more damage. You can do it at the same time you do Black Magic Amp, which is an even bigger boost. Together. Status Ailment Amp. Raises the chance of status ailments. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Instantly slay all allies and enemies who are sleeping. Only the main one levels. Which is why I want to wait until Black Mage goes up one more. All right.
Hail, Nessian children of man.
Who's there?
Oh.
A petulant daughter's act of rebellion against the father who neglected her.
What?
The naive Vestal's sense of justice as dictated by others, unquestioned as it is unflinching. An orphaned existence, ignorant of himself and alone in this world. Has playing as the trusty friend filled your hollow soul, boy?
Show yourself!
All right. You have a nice night. This is the vampire, by the way.
All of you.
We're not actually fighting him yet, because he would annihilate us.
What?
I am done here. I leave the rest to you, Alternus Dim.
Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Cooperation? No. It is simply a matter of friendly concern.
It is 1 a.m.
My interest lies in
Normal
the
people
Templars,
sleep at this time.
Grand Marshal's daughter.
I do not.
You may cast the remaining 3 into the dungeon, if you so wish.
Yes, my lord.
The 2 newest members of the Council of 6 have perished at the hands of the Vestal. 'Tis such a pity. I never had the chance to meet them.
So Victor and Victoria have met their end?
Yes, Lord Marshal.
The tragic end to tragic lives.
Indeed. But the Vestal and her fellow conspirators have been captured.
Though the toll was heavy. We have them. At last. Well done, Altonus. Well done.
No, this was not my doing. It was his.
I see.
There was one more matter, Lord Marshal. Your daughter, Edea, is in her room.
And?
I simply thought you'd wish to know.
Is this my room? Where is everybody?
Edea is now the only one in the party.
No, leave us. I simply wish to speak with my daughter. Now...
Father, you never learned to knock first. No.
It seems like ages.
What have you done with my friends?
Your fellow conspirators are held in the dungeon.
The dungeon?
As for the Wind Vestal...
Yes.
You speak of ruin. It is you and your conspirators who nearly brought ruin upon this land. Crystalism is a cult, a tool for deceiving the masses. We can trust them with the crystals no longer. The Wind Vestal shall never again see the light of day. And should she persist with her uncooperative attitude...
Then it's as I feared. You'll have her executed!
Selfish.
Well, they are, aren't they? You say you wage war far and wide? You ravage nature? You bring suffering upon innocents! Are those your ideals, Father? What is it you're trying to do? I don't understand.
I did not raise you to be such a shallow little fool.
Father.
The Earth Crystal is now the last of the crystals here upon Luxendark to retain its normal state. All who seek to awaken the crystal, whether the Vestal or my own flesh and blood, shall face the wrath of my blade! You shall remain here whilst you regain your senses.
And just how long am I to be your prisoner?
Until you... Redouble the guard. My daughter poses a graver threat than you might think.
It's as I feared.
Lord DeRosso, Your Grace, what brings you here? It has been 15 years since you last ventured forth.
15, you say? It brings me joy to see what a fine Grand Marshal you have become. For an immortal such as I, 15 years seems but a fleeting moment in time. Do you recall that day? It was dreadfully cold by your reckoning, though just the sort of weather in which I delight. Upon ceding the head counselor's seat to you, I retired to my castle and partook of a goblet of steaming wine. And now 15 years have passed since you rid yourself of me by naming me Archduke. But I ask you, are you content? You seized the Earth Crystal and laid waste to the places sacred to the Orthodoxy. And you brought the crystals under the dominion of man, exploiting them. to build your ideal society. All great deeds we failed to accomplish. You should be proud.
I did it not for pride.
I would have you accept my words as true, for there is no veiled reproach therein. Indeed, you have acted most valiantly, unlike we who have long done naught but watch from the shadows. And yet, you have been too hasty, brave the Templar. I fear I do not share your urgency, for my life has spanned 2,400 years. But I understand the reasoning therein, and it is from such understanding that I say you have been too hasty.
Though 15 years have passed, you have changed not one bit. However, if...
Father just doesn't understand. Right. Already. It's quite a way to the dungeon, but I'll manage.
Forgive me, Lord Marshal. Is Edea here with you?
No, she is not. She was supposed to be confined to her chambers.
Yes, Lord Marshal, she was. But she suddenly disappeared.
What's this? We're not the sentries vigilant?
They claim never to have stepped from their post. Her chamber door was never opened.
Then how could she have?
Ah, her father's daughter indeed. She acts from the same sentiments. Those sentiments that you once held for the Crystal Orthodoxy.
How could you know that? Have you not been away from this land these 15 years?
Was it not you who drove me to exile? Well, be that as it may, but to one such as I, you and your daughter are one and the same. Passionate, stubborn, not even 100 years old. So it is I can understand what both father and daughter are thinking, simply by watching. You ought try speaking with her, and listening too. Your time for such opportunities grows short. Crystalism, anti-crystalism. The quarrel between you and your daughter is but a proxy for that clash of ideas. Open your heart before it is too late. The very future of this world hangs in the balance.
You truly have not changed, have you?
Is that so? Well, you must forgive me. But lest you forget, it was you who appointed me Archduke.
I know the dungeon key is around here somewhere. Found it! Now to free everyone.
Four birds in a cage. Well,
Are you all right?
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I knew you'd come. All I had to do is sit back and wait. And, well, here you are. I'm the luckiest man alive. You're my savior, my goddess. Let me thank you with a big kiss.
Ring a bell. Are you coming or not? I can leave you here.
Of course.
Alright, we have Ring a Bell.
Thanks, Adia.
You're quite welcome. After all, I was raised within Central...
Were you able to...
Huh?
You have family...
You would forgive my father? Grandma, you've seen how much Agnes...
True enough.
You need not worry about me.
All right.
And Agnes and Ari.
Yes, I am. Now that me? Well, the I feared they'd have some... You needn't worry. My father is not so draconian as that. And at least no harm.
I'd like to thank you too, Adia. You saved me.
Ari, do you think you could have carried this key around?
It does look really heavy. I'd rather not think about lugging that about.
There's nothing to worry about. Well, I better lead the way.
Now hold on. My sense of direction has improved. At least somewhat.
Isn't that simply a matter of having Ari and Tiz lead the way?
Well, that may be. If you say...
Excalibur. A light element sword. Would drop our evasion. All right, our special attacks. Make Moonshadow a light element move with undead slaying and stop touch. KO. MP recovery level 5. BP bonus level 2. Alright. magic to earth and light.
Now, if we can get through here, then... Hold on. It will...
Are you
I don't understand.
Little Edea, in a bit of a bind?
Juliana, you are basically Master Roshi.
Who's there?
With all the bad that implies. Yeah.
What am I doing here? I could ask you the same. As for me, I'm right where I belong.
Right where you...
Yes, indeed. You see, I'm a founding member of the council that preceded the Duchy of Eternia, and that would make me your enemy.
I don't understand.
I've been sequestered in Juliana Woods ever since that Templar Brave Lee seized power.
Basically, him and DeRosso the vampire were the council that came before the Council of Six. They got grandfathered in to the council because Brave thought it would be too difficult to take them down instead of just having them join. Because the vampire is more than 2,000 years old and could take out an army on his own, and Juliana is worse.
But the fact remains, I still count among the members of the Council of Six.
You were acquainted with my father? Then you must have known who I am. Why didn't you say so, you miserable old Lex?
I saw little need, being that I was in seclusion and no longer attending the council.
This cannot be. You were a trusted friend to us. A teacher-like figure who rendered aid. And to now hear you say you serve Eternia? The people who killed the Earth Vestal, the Fire Vestal. Olivia, I don't understand. Who are you, really?
Who indeed? I am but an outsider looking in.
What do you want with us?
An old friend has risen from a long slumber, so I came to see him. While I was here, I thought I would deliver a warning.
A warning?
Then you yet serve the Duchy's forces?
You are not entirely wrong there. This world is not so clean or pleasant as you may think. I suspect your journey this far has taught you as much. Malice is not the only enemy. The road to ruin is oft paved with good intentions. With action comes consequence. The joy of some may be the misery of others. To decide one way is to abandon the other. Knowing this, will you continue upon your chosen road?
Nothing could stop me.
You mean us?
Right. Us.
Is that so? Well then, have the courage to think and act on your own.
Have the courage to disobey.
Well now, you do remember.
Sage.
Step back.
Yep.
Sage?
So, he's opened the door for us. He is technically our enemy now.
Know that ever shall I be watching over you.
But he is completely optional to fight. Demon, weak to light. Alright, what equipment can we get? Should probably aim for the golden egg and the growth egg. But it gets much easier to get things after we get Yuliana's class. Okay. Has been 3 hours. I think. Go ahead and stop now. We'll head on over to radar. There we go. All right. Have a nice day, everybody.